Alright guys, welcome. This is a quick little video on how to properly do 3-wave crashes as JAX and how to play the first few waves in general to secure solo kills, gain TP advantage, and build lanes. Build leads in lane, right? So, without further ado, let's get into it. The first two games are JAX vs Camille, which is a good matchup for demonstrating how to play when you have prio early on. And yeah, the third matchup is against Volibear, so it's kind of the same idea. You still get prio, but it's a different matchup, different champion. So I thought it'd be worth including. So, coming into your game when you're playing JAX, right? If you're playing against a champion like Camille or like Volibear, where you know you're stronger level 1 because of your E, and they just don't have great level 1 abilities for clearing the wave and damaging you at the same time, you want to be getting pushed on the wave. So what this means, and what you'll see me do here, is you want to damage the wave more than they do. You don't want to push it too fast, but you just want to have sort of a damage lead on the minion wave so that you get pushed, you get level 2 first, and you can use that to kill them and then damage them. So you'll see what I mean as I play this. Also, I apologize. The friggin' patch changed this morning, so I couldn't look at these in Spectator, which kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping to be able to do that, but we're just gonna have to watch muted gameplay from my stream. I also downloaded Insights just so that I won't have that issue in the future. But all right, let's get into it. So you'll see I auto the minion once, right? Because I'm just trying to get a little lead, and then as Camille starts autoing, I start autoing them too. And now what you'll see me do here, which you can do in your JAX games, especially in higher elo, a lot of people will try to bait you to use your E, right? So they'll like click in and then click back and click in and click back. And so you don't want to fall for this, right? You want to click in and click back as well, like I'm doing here. And then eventually when they make a misstep, you go into them and you actually use your E and you hit them in the minions. So now you'll see, right? We have push on the wave. We have how many is this? 6 minions, 6 range and 3 melees versus just his normal wave, right? So we have a nice push advantage. So we can just slow down now and chill. We hit level 2 off 1 minion, 1 melee, or yeah, no, just 1 melee. Hit level 2 off 1 melee, and we can just chill, right? And you'll see I hit level 2. Frankly, I would jump on him here, but he has grasp auto and he also has his shield up. That's something else I wanted to talk about, actually. You'll see after we take that initial trade, here like this, Camille has grasp auto and she also has her passive shield, right? So a shield bash plus grasp auto, say that 5 times fast, you don't want to get hit by that, right? It'll be a good trade for her. So you'll see I constantly click away from her. Like I go for this CS and then click back immediately to outspace her and make it so she can't auto attack me. Like this, right? Because she wants to. And we're just waiting to have our Q and E up to trade again. So you see we hit level 2 and we're just chilling. We're walking at her threateningly. She hits level 2 as well, so we know she'll take her E to try to negate us. And we just keep clicking back and forth, right? Just to like play with this guy a little bit and be unpredictable, right? We're just like standing still. And then we jump on her, right? Auto stun her in the middle of her E. And then what you'll see me do here, right? Camille's shield is still up, so we don't want to get hit by that before getting our damage off. So you'll see I wait for her to auto a minion because it means her auto attack animation is down, which means I can Q auto and get my damage off first, right? So she autos, I believe it's here. As soon as she autos, I Q auto on her because it means that my autos go through, my damage goes through first. Get another grasp auto, pretend to be hitting these minions, and then as soon as our Q is up, we Q back on her again. Right? Chunk her out a lot. And keep in mind, this is a pro player. Like this isn't any random Camille. He hasn't played this lane very well, but you know, Dokla has gone the worlds. You know, he beat G2. He's a valid player, and you can see like playing in this way, playing really unpredictable with your E's and Q's and trading on timers when they don't expect it is really strong. And so what you see me do here, right, after we pretend to CS and then jump on him and chunk him out again, I go for a flash auto W. I thought it would kill him. It didn't, which sucks. But we do end up just queuing on him and getting the kill. This time I want to talk about, guys, if you get the wave crashed, like I did here, and you trade 1-for-1 under their tower, it's always worth it. It is always worth it. I thought my flash auto W would kill, so it should have just been a 1-for-0, but he lived on like 3 HP or some bullshit like that, so we end up going 1-for-1. But trading here is always worth it because the wave will bounce back to you, and the enemy has to use their teleport to come back and catch the wave. So you get TP advantage, and yeah, you just get to walk back to lane. So it's worth it. Super good. But yeah, the main things I wanted to highlight from this is number one, on the level 1, be patient with your E usage, right? Like, step back and forth a lot, don't get baited into using it, and make sure you just build a little bit of a minion lead, right? Just keep stepping back and forth until you're sure that you'll connect with your E. Because if you miss your E level 1, it makes the lane way tougher than it has to be. And then after that, you know, we just space back and forth. And then, yeah, I mean, you guys saw the rest, right? We keep trading on good timers and eventually get a kill and go 1-for-1, but get TP advantage. And in this matchup, JAX is good at stopping Camille from pushing in and freezing the wave by his tower. So that's what I continue to do. But yeah, that's the first clip. I'm going to show you the next one in a sec here. It's against another Camille, but the person's a little bit worse. Not a pro player, so we kind of beat their ass a little more than this one. Right, so this is the second game, and you will notice this game I have a long sword because I got a kill level 1, which is pretty cool. But anyway, first thing, dude, off rip, this Camille walks up in this area like this, right? So we're still keeping our same game plan where we want to get pushed on the wave level 1 so that we hit level 2 first, right? But you'll see this Camille is like walking up really aggressively, dude. I'm like, is this guy going to use her E or what? But she doesn't, so it gives us a free trade, right, to just use our E. And you see again, after taking that trade, we click away, right? If we watch that again. Walk in, auto E. After taking the trade, we auto this minion, but we make sure to keep clicking away so that she can't get her shield bash, grasp. Dude, I can't fucking say that. Shield bash, grasp, auto on us, right? So we keep spacing it out so that she can't get her damage off. And we hit level 2 on this melee minion, right? So level 2 is achieved. We use our E, stun her, let her go into the wall, and we just continue to chill, right? We don't want to push these minions too fast because if you look at my cursor here, we want this wave to be in this area by the time the next one arrives. So we just chill and we let these minions kind of hit each other. Next wave arrives, and in my head, right, in this position, I'm just thinking, yeah, I want to dive this guy. So I'm playing back, right? You step back because, like, psychologically, it baits Camille to walk up, right? She thinks she's safe when you step back. It's like, okay, I can walk up and, like, hit this minion. And then you'll see as soon as she walks a little bit out of tower range, I Q on her, like right here, right? Q on her, stun her again, chunk her out. And yeah, at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to dive this guy. So you'll see I go for a quick, I make sure to get all the CS first. I go for a quick Q auto W trade under her tower. Take a tower hit, but it's fine. This guy's so chunked, no shield. And you'll see what I do here is you just walk at them. You don't need to use your abilities. If you just stand next to people under towers, if they're not good players, they'll waste their abilities, right? You can just like walk at them menacingly and it will bait them to use their abilities. So you just like walk around. She uses her E, we save our Q to hop out, and it's the freest dive in the world. So yeah, this is another example. This guy did not play it as well. But again, a big part of making this work is using your movement to kind of trick the player into thinking they're safe, right? It's like you trade and then you go back to the wave and you act like you're gonna hit the wave, like maybe you stand still. You don't want to just be constantly walking at your opponent because that tells them that you're looking to trade. Instead, you kind of go back and forth and really like play with their mind, and you wait until they fuck up and step too close, and then you go on them and hit them. But yeah, this was like an ideal 3-wave crash. This one was really good. Yeah, this Camille just kind of messed up with how she was playing, and it led to us getting this dive. And frankly, I think I would have gotten it even without the longsword advantage anyway. I think I still would have killed this guy if he played like this. So, yeah, that's number 2. Another good one to learn, right? if people like step up higher in the lane than you, like if we go back to the level 1, like when she's up here, dude, it's so troll. JAX is way too strong for this guy to be doing this, man. It's so dumb. But yeah, again, right? Like you stun, and then you step back because we don't want to take any damage in return, right? Trade a grasp auto because it does magic damage, so it's chill. And then, yeah, we have push on the wave. She can't really walk up at this point without us trading on her. And we're just playing slow, you know? And then as soon as we hit level 2, we go back into her there. Chunk her out. JAX level 2 timer is a really easy way to get solo kills. And yeah, overall, it's just like a combination of managing the wave, making sure you're not pushing too fast, while also looking for trading timers, right? So here, like I said, this is something you really should do in your games. Like instead of standing up here on this melee minion, I walk backwards because it baits her to walk up, right? Like we keep stepping back and forth, back and forth. She walks up, and then we jump on her and chunk her. And this is something that if you get good at emulating, you will get so many kills in your games. So yeah, that's the second clip. You guys know what happens from here. We just dive her. I'll watch it again though, cause I don't know, it's fun to watch. Q auto W, Q out, or E auto W, sorry. And yeah, that's the second example. So we're gonna go to the third one now, which is against a volley bear. Alright, so this is the third game. And again, we're in a matchup where we have prio early on the first 3 waves. Right? So we get in here, and our game plan again is to just get push on the wave, deal more damage to the minions than he does, but not push it too fast, and look for trades when we can. Right? So you'll see I auto this wave twice, and because he's playing super far back, I don't want to push it any faster than that. Right? The 2 autos gets me push on the wave, and we just chill from there. Get hit by an E. Sucks, but who really cares? And you'll see I'm just stepping back and forth until he walks up a little too far, and I'm trading. And because this game I have lethal tempo, I feel confident to just take an extended trade. Especially because, guys, this is something big to keep in mind. When you get push on the wave, it's always worth it to take even trades because you get level 2 first. You're the one pushing into them. Like, in this scenario, even if I don't kill this guy under his tower, I can already tell you, just looking at this, that I will end up getting TP advantage in this lane, right? Because we get push on the wave. So this guy's trolling by trading in this area, right? So we take the trade, we just go back to killing the minions slowly, right? We're just slow pushing, and then as soon as the third wave arrives, we fast push this because we want to dive this guy, right? It helps that I have a Nunu on my team, but it would work with any jungler. Like, you could just call him up here and do a standard dive off a 3-wave crash. But yeah, as soon as the third wave arrives, we're shoving it in because we want to go under this dude's tower and just dive him. And you'll see, it's the freest dive in the world. So this one is more of an example. Like, we didn't really use a level up timer on level 2 or anything crazy like that. My mic cut out. It turns off when I'm not listening to any audio. All we did this game was just take a good trade level 1 and then control the wave so that we hit level 3 as we're pushing into him, right? As we're crashing that third wave, the cannon wave, and then dive him under tower, right? That's a quick thing. I don't think I touched on that. So in a 3-wave crash, what you want to do is the first wave, you just deal more damage to it than they do. The second wave, you just want to last hit, right? You don't want to hit the minions much at all. Once you have that initial push, you just want to chill on the second wave. And the third wave, when the cannon arrives, that's when you want to push it in fast and crash it because you'll have level 3, they'll be level 2. If they took bad trades in the process, then you can dive them under their tower. So yeah, that's that'll do it. That's pretty much it for the video. If you enjoyed, I would appreciate a like and sub. It helps the channel out a lot. And yeah, leave any questions you got in the comments for me. But that'll do it. Thanks, guys.